Let's see how we can solve this math on the board. We have 8 raised to power 8x plus 8 raised to power 8s equals to 8. Here, you can see that same term occurs twice. 8 raised to power 8x plus 8 raised to power 8s. Then before we go ahead to solve, let's take you back a little. If you have a plus a, the answer will be what? 2a. That is 2 multiplied a. If you have x plus x, the answer is going to be what? 2x. So here we have 8 raised to power 8x plus 8 raised to power 8x. Is that going to be what? 2 multiplied by 8 raised to power 8x. I hope that is understood. Then it's equal to 8. Then what else are we going to do? Here, we are going to divide both sides by 2. So here, we divide both sides by 2. We divide here by 2. Here, we also divide here by 2. Then 2, we cancel 2. We are left with 8 raised to power 8x is equals to, here, 2 will divide itself 1. Divide 8, we have what? Now, since we have done that, then what we now have to do is to express both sides with base 2. If we do that, we are going to have, here we have 8 will now be equals to 2 raised to power 3. So when you multiply 2 into 3 places, you are going to get 8. Just like, for instance, you can have 2 times 2 times 2. So it's equals to what? 8. So here we are going to have 2 raised to power 3. Then bracket opens and closes. You have raised to power 8x is equals to, then our 4 is going to be 2 raised to power 2, which is equals to multiplying 2 into 2 places. 2 times 2 is going to be 4. So we have it as 2 raised to power 2. So what else are we supposed to do? Now, we are not going to use power law of indices. Power law of indices states that if you have a raised to power m raised to power n is going to be equals to a. They are going to multiply the powers together. It's going to be m times n, which will be equals to a raised to power mn. So let's apply that law here. So is that going to be 2? We are going to multiply 3 by 8x. 3 times 8x is going to give us 24x. It's going to be 3 times 8x, then equals to 2 raised to power 2. So here 2 raised to power 3 multiplied by 8x is going to give you 24x is equals to 2 raised to power 2. Here, since the bases are the same, we have 2 here and we have 2 here. So since the bases are the same, you are going to equate the power. How do we equate the power? Based on law of indices, we're not going to have 24x is equals to 2. 24x is equals to 2. So let's go ahead. So let's clean here. So here we're going to divide both sides by 24 to make x to stand alone. So which will now be 24x divided by 24, so that x can stand alone is equals to 2 divided by 24. That's by dividing both sides by 24. So 24 will cancel 24, we have x. Then 2 will cancel itself, equals to we have 1. Then 2 will cancel 24, we have 12. Therefore, s is equals to 1 over 12. That is your answer. If you learn new thing, Make sure you subscribe. Thank you.